Let's talk about it.
Hello, my name is Linda Knight. I'm currently a student here at Youth Challenge. I'm grateful for the opportunity to be here. I'm 40 years old. I grew up in a loving home. I grew up in church, but I only went to church because I had to, of course. Everything a child ever wanted, I had. Grew up with morals and values. Mm. Ooh. Mm. Excuse me. When I was in middle school, I met a guy. You know how that saying goes, young, dumb, in love. Well, that was me. I fell in love. And you know, just like every other child, I had the dreams of having my own family, being happy, getting married, and just being happy. That's all I ever wanted. He and I was together 15 years. And growing up, you know, my family, we're very close. And we always used to have family functions. And there was always drinking going on. And you know, a couple of family members used to smoke reefer. So that's all I ever knew about was drinking and marijuana. I never knew of any other drugs until on my prom night. My children's father, I have 3 beautiful young ladies by him. On our prom night, he introduced me to cocaine. That was my very first time trying it. I didn't like the feeling, so I didn't use it anymore for a while. Graduated from school. I was pregnant with my oldest child. Got our own home. Everything was going great. And then he just started abusing me for no reason. But of course, young, naive, and in love. All I knew is that I loved him. And I couldn't understand why he was treating me like he was. So I never told anybody. And of course, a couple of black eyes and bruises. You know, my family used to ask me all the time what happened. When they see me with a black eye, of course I would lie. And say I went out, got jumped. It was always an excuse, but never the truth. So out of the 15 years we was together, the last 3, it got to the point where I was afraid of him. And I used to dread the times when he come home from work. Because I didn't know what that day was going to bring.
Linda, where were you at in your addiction at this point?
At this point, he was bringing it home from work after I used for the first time on my prom night. I was in my early 20s. It wasn't until my mid-20s when he started bringing cocaine to the house. And of course, he would be in the bathroom, and he'll come out different. So I knew he was doing something. So one day I seen it on the dresser, and he asked me if I wanted some. And I just wanted to do what he was doing, so just so I can please him. And at that point, that's when I got addicted. I got addicted to cocaine at that point.
How fast was the progression?
My life went downhill very fast. It got to the point where every day he was coming home, he was bringing it. And I was looking forward to him coming home because I knew I wasn't going to get hit because we was getting high. So we started getting high together. I started selling stuff out my home. Of course, my family started noticing things, and they was asking me, was everything okay? And I was lying. But it really wasn't. My life started going downhill from that point. So, after that, of course, I started going in and out of jail. That's when my family really started knowing that I had a drug problem, was when I went to jail for the first time. So I had to come honest with them and let them know that I was using drugs. So at that point, I was just gone. I was far gone. I was doing everything it took to get that drug. And of course, our relationship got worse. He continued to beat me. And I was steady lying to my family. And it got to the point where it wasn't the black eyes and everything. It was no more. He started really abusing me. He broke my collarbone. And that's when I got the nerve to let my family know what was happening to me. So I finally got rid of him. And when I got rid of him, I had my own place. My mother was coming to get my children every weekend, so I was free to do whatever I wanted. So my life, I started using drugs every day. And it got to the point where I just didn't care anymore. You know, my children was taken care of. My mother was coming to get them, so I didn't have a relationship. And I felt my self-esteem was very low because he used to tell me didn't nobody want me. And I started believing all of those things. So it kept me in the cycle of just using, trying to run from my feelings. I'm tired of running from my feelings. Youth Challenge has afforded me my life back. Today, I know that I don't have to run from my feelings anymore. My faith today far outweighs my feelings. I'm a strong woman of God, and I know it. I'm a loving and caring person, and I know it. And I know I didn't deserve how I was treated. God has something wonderful in store for me, and I'm going to get it because I want it. I'm going to have everything my heart desires. And the verse that I stand on is Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper me and not to harm me. Plans to give me hope and a future. Thank you.